Hello, my lovely friends, it's Margaret, and this is a reading vlog. Happy first day of vaultathon, y'all. I am so happy and excited that this is going again. We have so many more people participating this time. And by like so many more, I mean like maybe I doubled the 3 that were participating last time to like 6 this time, but you know what? I don't care. It's fantastic. So, I'm gonna calm down. I'm going to run down the TBR for you. Obviously, I will be reading Brightly Burning. This is a retelling of Jane Eyre set in space. It is set on a ship that orbits the moon, and Jane is an engineer turned teacher, and basically all of the ships that are orbiting Earth and are in space are failing, and yeah, that's the gist of it. It is her going onto this ship and being like, there's some weird stuff going on, but also kind of falling in love with the captain. So I will definitely be reading and finishing this book. I cannot wait to annotate the crap out of it. This covers all of the prompts for the readathon. It has stars on the cover. It is a retelling of a classic. It is, I came up with these prompts. I don't even remember. It's got a little bit of romance in it. It's got a twist in it. So like, there you go. There's that. My main audiobook, and this is a sub out for one of the books that I had on my TBR. I don't remember which one it was. Oh, it's probably a sub because I had Brightly Burning doubling. So this is The Diviners. I'm not sure which prompt it's going to fit, but it has stars on the cover. It's got romance in it from what I understand, and I do believe there's a little bit of a twist. Especially, like, there's a twist with one of the main character's powers. It is about Evie, and she gets kind of basically shipped off to New York because she doesn't get along with small town Ohio, and she also has magical powers, like she's able to like touch things and see things, and so she sort of talks about some things that she sees holding someone's, holding an object, a ring that belongs to somebody, and that gets her in trouble because she says things that he would rather not have get out. So this is not like officially, like this is officially on the TBR for this week because I do need to read this book and I have it from my library, which means like I need to read this book before it goes. It's due next Monday, so I have to have this finished by Sunday anyways. So I just decided I would throw it on the TBR, and whatever prompt I don't get to thank you. And then the final book that we will, don't fall, thank you. The final book that is on this TBR, and probably one of the only 2 books that I will be finishing this week for sure, because we know we're finishing Brightly Burning because I have to have finished it for the live show. Kind of helps if I've done that when I'm leading the live show. The other book is Queen of Nothing, which I do not own right now. You probably won't hear me talk a lot about this one because I have a dedicated Cruel Prince Wicked King reread / first time reading Queen of Nothing vlog that I'm working on. I should probably go through my phone and make sure that I have enough space for tomorrow when I need to record stuff. Anyways, have that dedicated vlog. I probably will not talk all that much. I'll let you know when I start reading it, which will be tomorrow, the minute I get my hands on it. I actually am thinking I might just take all of my NaNoWriMo stuff to Barnes & Noble so I can go buy the book and sit in the cafe and not work on NaNoWriMo. Because you know that's how it's going to go. I don't know how this is going to happen because I've been wanting to read this book since I finished Wicked King. I'm so excited for it. This week, it was not good planning doing vaultathon this week, but at the same time, I'm doing a readathon when this book is coming out. Anyways, I'm planned for today because we're also doing NaNoWriMo. So this is a reading vlog. We're focused more on the reading, but we will still be talking about the writing. I'm still going to tell you if I'm hitting word count because it keeps me accountable. I don't know when this vlog is going up. In theory, it will be going up on Monday, next Monday, a week from today when I'm recording this. Am I good at doing that? No, I'm terrible at doing that because I have week 1 nano vlog and week 2 nano vlog still needing to be edited, which we're going to do some today. Anyways, I am very high energy right now. I apologize. I don't know where this is coming from. I just got off work and yeah. Anyways, I will check back in later from you guys. I really do need to get that vlog edited though because I'm running out of space on the vlog memory card. That's the word. We're back because I realized I hadn't told you what Queen of Nothing is going to fulfill the prompt for, and that is probably book with a twist. Could also be book with a little bit of romance, depending on where Holly Black wants to take it. I'm hoping we get some development on things that happened in The Wicked King. Oh my gosh, that's where all the energy is coming from. We're talking about like, I am fine. Should I be trashed for this book? Probably not. This is a very nervous making experience for me, because this is one of those books that I don't really know how this author works. It's not like Rick Riordan. It's not like I know I'm going to go into it and I'm going to be okay with the ending. I don't know how Holly Black ends her books. I don't know if she is a fan of the, like, not terrible ending. I've read authors that, and like the last time I went into a trilogy with, actually no, I've multiple times I've gone into trilogies and been like had no experience with the author and not really known how they ended their books, and then been burned. So either I'm going to absolutely love this book, or I am going to sell all of the books that are on my shelf that are by Holly Black. That is how this is going to work. Okay, so I have my tea, I have my candle lit, I have water for when my tea runs out, and I've just finished editing my vlog. So now it is time to write. Yes, I do cover over my camera because I know an IT guy and he says that's what he does. And so if the IT guy whose business is in cybersecurity says to cover the camera on your laptop, that's what this is. I cover the camera on my laptop. Anyways, so we are going to sit down and we are going to, I'm not going to show you that, we're going to go and work on NaNoWriMo stuff. We are at 18,390 words so far. We need to write, that is probably wrong. That is probably so very wrong. Hold on, let's see. What is the new stat that we need? We need, I was really worried there for a minute. Okay, we need 2,432 words. So we need to write 2,500 words today. That's fine. That's doable. It's good. I'm going to go write things now. Please understand that I don't know why I am the way I am either. I really don't. Anyways, get used to seeing this hoodie. You're going to probably see it every day this week because it is cold. And so I just wear the same clothes at home all the time. That's what I do. Okay, so it is after 10 o'clock. I don't know what I did with my phone, so I can't actually... Okay, so... Oh, there it is. There's my phone. So it is 10:13, which means it's time for me to settle in and get some reading done before I fall asleep, which means it is time for this gorgeous thing. I think it's funny that I have a Jane Eyre pen pouch, and I'm reading Jane Eyre. I was looking for a bookmark, and then I was like, oh, wait! Alexa gave me one of these! I doubt Alexa is watching this video because she seems to be the smart type of author that stays away from people's opinions about her book, unless she knows them really well. But if you are watching, Alexa, I really appreciate the fact that I have a bookmark that matches my book. Anyways, so I just sat down and I got through doing my little tab system. I still have one more color. I have orange. Can you see that? I have orange if I need it. But right now I'm like, I don't really remember. I might do orange for like when it crosses over with Jane Eyre stuff. Like it really actually, like I notice a plot point that like crosses over with Jane Eyre. I might do that. But like this is literally a retelling of Jane Eyre, so it's probably going to be a lot of crossover. Anyways, I need to wash my hair tomorrow, which is fine. We went jogging today. The cover is coming off, though, because it is pretty, and I don't want to hurt it. So that is going to go back over on the bookshelf. So I am 32 pages in. Can you see the bookmark? But I am going to bed now because I am tired. And I'd like to get up early tomorrow maybe and write some. We'll see how that works. But I did want to, like, come back on tonight and, like, discuss this first sentence, because the first sentence is the gravity stabilizers. Nope, I can't talk. The gravity stabilizers were failing again. So let's talk about that. Why I love that first sentence. Like, I don't think I truly appreciated it the first time I read this book, but it automatically sets up your setting. It tells you that we are obviously in some sort of futuristic setting and we are in space. It automatically establishes stakes. Like, again, they are failing again. And, like, so obviously this is something that this main character has dealt with multiple times. And then you continue on with that sentence and you, like, very much get, like, in that first paragraph, you get your setting, you get your stakes, you get your main character in that. And then by the second paragraph, you get, like, how this relates to her specifically and the fact that she's kind of, like, in charge of, she can do something about the fact that the gravity stabilizers are failing, I guess is what I'm saying. So I just like how much work that first sentence does because it piques your interest, it sets up the setting, it sets up the stakes. So anyways, I am now going to go to bed. Okay, so we have updates, and I'm going to try and get through them as quickly as possible because I only have like 15 minutes left on my camera and or memory card, and so I need to like stay on top of editing vlogs right now. Anyways, we got the goods. I cannot wait to start this bad boy later tonight. I want to note, like, I did this in my Queen of Nothing, or my I guess Folk of the Air reading vlog, but like, I love that it's Book Snake, but I also know that a lot of people are going to be slightly disappointed that it is Book Snake. Like, I love it because of the inside joke, but I do think that the under the jacket foiling and... Sorry, my dad was walking past, so I had to pause. Anyways, so I think, like, I like it because of the inside joke of it being Book Snake and everything that happened this last, like, 6 months with Book Snake. But I think a lot of people are going to be kind of disappointed because, like, the stuff that they had under the jacket on Cruel Prince and Wicked King were much better. I cannot wait. Look at the back. Listen to this. His voice is soft, and I make the mistake of looking into his black eyes at his wicked, curving mouth. But your beauty will fade, he continues, just as softly, speaking like a lover. And all you have, and all you are, will rot away to nothing. You will be nothing. You are nothing. Carden is having a little bit of fun there. Jerk ass. Carden, back to being a jerk. We'll see how long that lasts. I am intrigued. This is going to go one of two ways for me. I'm either going to absolutely love what happens, or I'm going to be super mad about what happens, and not like it. So, anyways, so we have listened to a good chunk of the Diviners. I am somewhere, hold on, let me see if I can't figure that out. We've done math. I am 151 pages into the Diviners. We're still kind of doing a lot of the setup. I think Evie's finally, like, gotten into the... Like, she's gotten into the main plot, but I still think that we're kind of, like, we haven't really figured out what's happening and what's going. So I think this is a book that I'm going to have a lot of fun with once I start to see where all of the pieces are going. But right now we have so many pieces, it's really hard to keep track of them. Here, let me do this so that, there we go, you can see the cover now. Because we have Evie's point of view, we have Memphis's point of view, we have Sam's point of view. We have 4 or 5 main points of view, and then some random points of view that I'm assuming are various murder victims, because this is kind of tracking a series of sort of occultish murders that are happening. And so I have a feeling that once all of the points of view have converged, I'm really going to like this. Also, probably once, like, the actual romance gets going, because we haven't gotten to that point yet. Like, they've met. The people I think are going to be the main couple for this book, at least. They've met. They just aren't getting along right now. So, like, they haven't had a lot of time together. And so I'm sure that once that happens, I will enjoy it. But, like, it's one of those that's got potential, and I can see me really, really liking it. I just don't know. Like, it's just really hard to keep track of right now. And so I'm just kind of, like, absorbing what I can and hoping it all makes sense later. I'm also, like, 164 pages into Blood Witch, and everyone in this book is a disaster and driving me absolutely mad. I just want my 2 favorite idiots to be, like, in proximity to one another and, like, actually arguing and being ridiculous again, and, like, it's not looking like that's gonna happen this book, and that makes me annoyed and sad because the next book is not out yet. At the same time, Isolde and Edwin are, like, such disasters, and it really makes me mad that it's just the 2 of them alone, because Safi and Merrick would be giving them so much crap if they were here on this little side quest that Edwin has taken all of them on with Owl. So, like, I am enjoying it. I'm loving it. It is so complex. Things are coming together. It had a twist at the beginning that just, like, floored me, and I was just like, oh, I really don't like Susan Dennard. That was mean. Get me attached to a character and then just kill him off screen. You really need to read Sight Witch before you read this. There are 3 characters that I am absolutely done with. I am done with Esme, I am done with Seraphine, and I am done with Ragnar. Like, they can all just jump off a cliff. Hello, it's update time. So it is Wednesday, the 20th, whatever day it is. Anyways, so we've made progress in books. So I am 296 pages into the Diviners. It is starting Actually, it started coming together sometime around today while I was listening. So it's getting a lot easier for me to follow because I've gotten used to the narrative style. I've gotten used to the fact that we will have these jumps between narrators. So I'm really enjoying it. We've got some stuff, like we got a couple of relationships that might be blossoming, although I have suspicions about one person that I think the person that's gunning for them is not their type, like, at all. But I'm not entirely sure. I don't know anything about the series or any of the relationships in it. It's not something that you hear people talking about. I would die for Sam. He is the worst. I love him. And it's really funny because Evie actually reads like a realistically written... Hold on, let me adjust this a bit. There we go. Evie actually reads like a realistically written teenager. Like, she thinks she can do anything and everything, and, like, then it comes back to bite her. So I'm really enjoying this. Like, I think considering... I think she's doing a really good job of, like, writing teenagers in this one, at least with Evie. I don't know that I haven't really paid much attention to, like, the boys and whether or not they are realistic teenagers. We've got some stuff going on with one of the characters that I think I know what it is, but I'm not entirely sure. But yes, I like it. It's not creeping me out too terribly much yet. I know a lot of people are like, this is a creepy book, but, like, I don't get creeped out very well easily. Like, I've read thrillers when I am home alone by myself with no one and been, like, okay with it. I didn't even realize, like, I didn't even think about it being a problem until I got towards the end of the book. So, I don't know. But I am enjoying it. I do like this. I think, depending on how this ends, this could be at least a 4-star book. At least 4 stars. I'm not sure, though, because there's still a whole bunch of stuff that could happen. There is so much going on in this book, and I love it. And also... and then I have, I've already gotten stuff on my beautiful white cover. We might have to see if I can't get rid of that. I got to page, what was it? Oh, I didn't mark it, but I got to, like, page 48 in not the Wicked King, Queen of Nothing. I'm here. If anyone wants to know, like, specifically, it's the dream. You know what dream I'm talking about. It's funny because I'm not, like, tabbing this up as much as I did The Wicked King and The Cruel Prince, but I also think that because of the things that, like, the things that I would actually be tabbing this up for are not in this first section part where Jude is in the mortal world. So I'm not going to go into too many spoilers for this. However, if you want my spoilery thoughts on this book and, like, you want to hear me, like, react to stuff and discuss stuff in depth, I have a Cruel Prince, Wicked King, Queen of Nothing reading vlog that I am working on and that I am doing while I read this, because obviously I had to talk about reading this book for the first time since I basically, like, try and get everyone to read this book. Is it trash? Yes, I know. But I love it anyways. I am really liking where, like, it's a very interesting kind of place that we're finding Jude, because she is definitely, you can tell she's had some time to think, and, like, her motivations are still all the same. What she kind of wants is still the same, but she's also kind of come to terms with certain things and kind of, like, I guess the best way to describe it is she is wording things differently in this book than she would have worded them in The Wicked King. So, like, the denial is kind of slowly making its way out the door. Also, they're coming up with a plot right now, and I'm just like, you really think that's going to work? Like, maybe on anyone else in Fairy, but, like, you're not going to be able to fool this person. So I am going to go. I don't know that I will get too much more reading done tonight, just because I want to work on getting word count for NaNoWriMo. And I'm not hanging out with my friends tonight, I don't think. So I'm just probably going to spend most of that time writing. Anyways, I'm going to go now. We can zoom this out just a touch. Alright, so it is, what, Saturday? I think I've skipped 2 days because I just didn't care. So Thursday night, let's see, what did I do Thursday? Oh, I wrote some, and then I finished Queen of Nothing. I am very happy with how that book ended. I'm not going to go into too much detail of what I thought of it, because I will have an entire vlog of just me, well, basically it's just me saying Jude is stressing me out. Which is a very Carden mood, if I do say so myself, because I feel like he's also very stressed out by Jude for multiple reasons. In Jude's defense, he also stresses her out because he's a complete and total idiot. They're both idiots, but, like, Sometimes I wonder who the bigger idiot is. Anyways, so I finished that. I gave it 5 stars. I absolutely adored it, and it fulfills 2 prompts because it had a twist. It had a twist, just like I thought it was gonna have, and it also had a little bit of romance. So technically, that fills 2 prompts, and then I just need to finish Brightly Burning to get the other 2 book-related prompts. I am still working on the Diviners and Blood Witch. I'm really enjoying the Diviners. I'm like, hold on. I am almost done. I'm at 97%, which means I have 3 minutes left, which, since I listened to it at more than 1 time speed, I'm like almost at 2 times speed, means I'll be done like real soon. I will be done today. I don't know if I'm finishing Blood Witch this week, but that one doesn't have a library hold, so it's fine. Anyways, Queen of Nothing was so good. Like, there were a couple places where I was like, maybe what, but for the most part, it ended the way I wanted it to end. What I wanted to happen happened, and so I am happy with it. I'm really enjoying the Diviners. It is not, I don't know, I guess I'm just not creeped out very easily, because, like, the exact, like, stuff that we're just sitting there talking about, I don't really believe in. I'm just like, this is not true, this is fiction, this is not real. So, it's not creeping me out as much as I think it creeps other people out, but I'm enjoying it. I like it. I'm feeling like we're gonna have a love triangle, and I'm on the fence about which boy is going to be the right boy. Because I know who I prefer, but I also like the other guy. But, like, I don't know. I don't feel like there's the spark that is between her and the one guy. Between her and the other guy. Like, I understand, like, there's a physical attraction and the fact that they like there has been, like, that talking about that, but I just don't feel the spark, the fact that they're trying to make each other better. Sort of, I guess. It's complicated. Anyways, I'm enjoying it. I'm almost done. Yes. Hi. Hello. It is I, Margaret, with an update. And looking into the camera and not into the viewfinder. Anyways, so, I have finished the Diviners. I liked this. I think, I want to say it's a 4-star book, but that ending, like, it ended well. The main plot, the main story ended well, but then there was a whole bunch of stuff that came afterwards. I feel like half of it would have done better before the climax of the novel, before that, like, everything kind of resolved. There were a couple of things that would have been really good places to leave off. There was some stuff with Sam, there was some stuff with Will that, like, I feel like would have been a really good, ominous, interesting place to leave off, but it just took forever after the main climax for everything to get together. And I was just like, really, we didn't need this. Like, ugh. Anyways, so I just finished doing sprints with Brianna, Christine, Kier, and Merritt. Let's see. There we go. Watch from $2.99. I am currently renting, I don't need the HD version, thank you. I'm currently renting Treasure Planet on Netflix because today is the watch along and it starts in 17 minutes. What is my security code? I'm not going to tell you guys, but I remember it. Okay, that's great. I don't want you to remember any of this information. That just sounds like a bad idea. It is an hour and a half, so that means I'll have plenty of time to edit videos and continue writing. Speaking of writing, let's just go to my purchases page. Why don't we just do that? Speaking of writing, for the day, I am at 24,506 words, and I have written 2,367 words. So I am a little over halfway to my goal of 4,000, which is what I wanted to be at the end of today. So I should end the day at like 26,000, and then hopefully from there I'll be able to get myself up to 30,000 tomorrow, which will only be 10,000 words behind where I should be for Nano. We are going to do so much writing next week when I'm not running a readathon. So anyways, so this is done. I am going on to, so that makes Blood Witch my main audiobook. I still haven't decided whether I'm going to church tomorrow. So if I'm going to church tomorrow, I will get a couple of hours of Blood Witch listened to. If I'm not going to church tomorrow, I'll find some way to listen to more of Blood Witch because, my gosh, this book, I'm only like halfway through. Let me see how many hours I have left. I have 8 hours left. Maybe if I bring it up to 2 times speed, because I prefer to listen at a little bit less than 2 times speed when I'm listening to books, but maybe. And I need to read Brightly Burning. I've gotten like, hold on, it's somewhere here. Oh, there it is. It's right there. I am currently at page 53. I'm only 50 pages in. However, it is not a very hard novel to read, and it is only, it's less than 400 pages. So I'm thinking I'm going to end up curling up with this for a couple of hours tonight, and then probably, yeah, I'm probably skipping church tomorrow. I'm probably going to sit and read this tomorrow at like, I don't know, Starbucks or something while I pretend to like not deal with people. So anyways, yeah. And I need to, it's funny, I still need to take notes and figure out, but the live show is not until 7, so that still leaves me a lot of time to do things that I usually do on Sunday. I'm gonna go make myself some popcorn because movie night, and then I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm considering, like, while I'm watching Treasure Planet, sitting down to work with my bullet journal and like get a head start on my December spreads, because I've just been really bad about November. So I think I'm just going to do everything I need to do for December. Like I'm going to do all of my monthly spreads, and then I'm going to do my weekly and my like set up like spaces for my dailies, which I don't like doing because but I haven't been doing them. And part of that is because I have to do them every evening. And part of that is because it's not finished. Like I never finished doing my November spreads. So I think that's what I might be doing. And I also need to have a place where I can start planning videos for December. Like, I know what my December 1st video is going to be. I don't know what video is going up on Wednesday. I really don't. Okay, so I know this is the least Christmassy / wintry washi tape you could find, but I'm going to be using this. Hold on, can you see it? Can you see it? I'm going to be using this washi tape for my December spread, by the way, if anyone cares, because there's a lot of purple in it, and December is my birthday month, so that's what's happening.
Oh, look, we're back in the unicorn hoodie, because it's going to get cold tonight. Anyway, so, I am here. It is 12, hold on. It is 12:15. I have decided to turn in for the night. I did not get a lot of what I wanted to get done, but I did get to 25,000 words. 25,014, I believe. And yet again, it frustrates me that the new Nano site, you can't edit by the day, like edit your total word count for the day, because my last sprint, most of the words I wrote happened before midnight, and therefore happened on Saturday, aka today, because I have not slept yet. It's not the next day until I've sleeped. I'm going to settle down and read some of this for probably about an hour, I think. Also, I still need to do the, what's the word? The I'm still here prompt. So I think I'm going to find a Treasure Planet playlist on Spotify and listen to that while I read. Ooh, you can get the whole freaking album. No, I don't want 3 months free. All right. There we go. I am really interested to see the discussion because Christine pointed out that there's some racist stuff in this movie. Like, this is still the age when Disney didn't believe people of color existed. And I already know, like, some of the stuff she's going to say because we were talking about it as we were watching the movie. Like, in this world, there are white people and there are aliens. And that is it. And also, most of the bad aliens are the ones that are the dark-skinned aliens. You got aliens, but you don't got people of color? I mean, it's a choice. Is it the right choice? I'm gonna say no. Anyways, so I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna start taking notes for tomorrow's live show because I'm only 53 pages into this book and I need to finish all of it by tomorrow. So I need to be at 391 by 7 o'clock tomorrow. Plus, I still have to do food prep and get my Nano word count in. It's gonna be interesting.
Good morning. It is Sunday morning, and I'm about to go to Starbucks to get some reading done. Yep. So it is time to wrap this vaultathon vlog up. I don't know when it is actually going on my channel because I am, in fact, the worst at everything in general. So I'm going to talk about, first we're going to wrap up this week by talking about books I've read. So for Vaultathon, the first book I finished, to no one's surprise, was Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I thought this was a fantastic way to end the series. I will have lots and lots of thoughts in my actual spoiler vlog that I did. I didn't talk too much about this one, I don't think. I did think, like, I know a lot of people felt like she took the easy way out, but I feel like a lot of this was just, like, we were expecting something far more complicated, and it wasn't. And I feel like that also ties into kind of what Jude has to learn in this book. So I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. They are a disaster, but I like the character growth. I like where we find Jude at the beginning, and I like where we find her at the end. I feel like each book, Jude changes a little bit, and she becomes a little less, I don't know, maybe angry. I'm not sure. But I do think that this really, like, solidified for me the idea that the main conflict of this story is not what we think it is. Like, of Jude's story, it's not what we think it is. Again, if you want those full thoughts, go to my spoiler vlog, which will be up at some point. It might even be up before this one is up. I don't know. Anyways, this counted for, what was it? This one counted, I used this one for Centroid of the Mechanism, which was the one with the twist, and Old Fashioned Romance, because it does have a little bit of romance in it. The next book that I finished was The Diviners by Libba Bray. I am trying to work through these along with, it's Monica? It's so Monica? No, I feel like that's so Raven. Anyways, Monica Kim and then Emma from Emma Books are doing a read-along type thing, so I was trying to get this done in time to do that, because I've been meaning to read this. This is on my list of the series that I wanted to read for the year, and so now I have another book that I can check off of that giant, huge list that I haven't been checking books off of very, very much. Next month is going to be a lot of trying to get some of those books read and done. We will see. We will see. I really enjoyed this. I felt like it took me a while to get into this one just because there were so many plots, people that we were following, not plots, but people were following. All of it goes into the same plot. So I ended up giving this 4 stars. It fizzled out a little bit in the end for me. I felt like it took too long to end after the, like, main climax had been resolved and all of that stuff. I'm also not sure I am cool with the romance, and it's more that I don't know if that's going to be the end game romance, and I don't like getting invested in romances that don't last in books. That's how I am. But this counted for Treasure Planet, which was to read a book with stars on the cover, and so it has stars on the cover of this book. And then the final book that I finished was our group book for Vaultathon, and that was Brightly Burning by Alexa Dunn. This I gave 4 stars. It's funny, I thought I'd given this 5 stars the first time I read it, and I was like, I think I'm going to have to dock a star because this is not as perfect as I thought it was, but apparently I gave it 4 stars the first time I read it, and I'm also giving it 4 stars this time because I really, really enjoy the story. I really like how Alexa updated the classic. I think if you're looking for something that is going to have the punch and political commentary that Jane Eyre has, I don't think that this is not what you're looking for. But if you're someone who had an issue with the fact that he was keeping his wife locked in the closet, if you're someone who likes to see things how they're twisted and retold in retellings, if you're someone that likes a little bit of a weird romance, I feel like this is a good book. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the romance. I felt like the only reason I really docked a star is I felt like there were certain things that when you put them in a more modern setting, especially the behaviors of some of the characters, when you put them in a more modern setting, they just don't work as well, if that makes sense. Because Stella is very much more like Hugo's equal in this, and like in the book, Rochester and Jane it's very obvious they're from different classes at the beginning, and he considers them from different classes. So I just felt like there were certain things that just didn't translate as well, and I would have liked to see them handled a little bit differently, even if it was as much as like Hugo saying something in certain situations. I did really like how Alexa ups the stakes though in this novel versus what's going on in Jane Eyre. I like versus what's going on in Jane Eyre. I really like how she took what was a very like domestic plot line and made it sci-fi. I thought she did a fantastic job of that. And then as far as writing goes, let's see, let's pull up my NaNoWriMo website on my phone. Look at that, I'm already on the stats page. Guess how many words I have to write today? Almost 5,000. It's fine. I'm fine. Nobody's freaking out over here. Anyways, so far I have written for, today will be 26 days straight, I think. And I was at, as of Sunday, I was at 25,293. it's Tuesday. I couldn't be bothered to finish this vlog on Monday. I just couldn't be bothered to do much of anything yesterday. So, anyways, so Sunday was wait, is it Sunday? No, Saturday was a good writing day for me. Sunday, not so much. I think I maybe got 300 words Saturday. Or Sunday. Yeah. I got 415. I was so close to a sticker. Why did I stop? I really need to pay attention to how close I am to stickers, because that's unacceptable. Anyways, so that is it. Thank you to everyone who helped me with Vaultathon. I know this was a little bit more low-key. We will not be doing a Vaultathon in November next year. That's not happening. I might do a readathon where I participate, maybe help a co-host, but we are not hosting another one, because there's just so much that I want to do when I host readathons that I can't do if I'm trying to also write a novel. So there will be 3 rounds. If you haven't seen it on the Twitter, there will be 3 rounds next year. Round 3 is the one that's going to be the most the most immediate, and that's going to be in March from the 16th to the 22nd. Let me check so that you guys get the right dates. The movie for that is going to be Atlantis: The Lost Empire. It's another childhood favorite of mine. Like, oh, if you want to talk about underrated Disney movies, I think so far this is the most underrated of, although it did get a direct DVD sequel. But like, Atlantis deserves so much more love. Okay, it is the 16th through the 22nd of March 2020. The other 2 rounds are going to be June 15th through 21st of 2020, so right after BookCon. And then, whoops, that's it. And then again, that 3rd week of September, the 21st through the 27th. I wanted to get another round in this year, and I didn't want to do it over Christmas time, so that's why we did it in November. It was a mistake. I regret everything. I don't, actually. Look at this. I do not regret any of this. It's fine. Oh, speaking of, this was... No, that's not my prompts. Hold on. I told you wrong prompts. Give me a second. Okay, so let's see. The prompts for Vaultathon were Space Pirates, a book... Okay, I did tell you all the prompts, right? So this one counts for Space Pirates, which is a book that reimagines a classic. I also used this for The Bimbo Inn, which was to eat somewhere where they serve food. I did that, as you saw. And then I'm Still Here, which is to read a book while listening to music. I can't help that Christine hates that. That is it for now, my friends. Happy reading, and I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye!